Lawyer Practice members and everyone else in the world. So we're actually here to interview Melanie this week, and there's an important reason for that. As you know, in my care, I kind of teach people that it's the fundamentals of health are basically three things. You need to eat well, you need to move well, and you need to think well. And part of the thinking well aspect, actually, Melanie has some very special training in that aspect of helping people get mind clutter and mental focus and things like that. And I'm going to let her talk a little bit about her expertise, and then we'll chat a little bit, and you'll get to know some things that you probably didn't know. You do coaching,
I
right?
do. Life coaching, personal development coaching.
Okay. So can you expand a bit on that? What's the difference between coaching and therapy and that kind of thing?
Okay. Coaching has different aspects to it. You are being motivated as a coaching client, you're being motivated, you're being supported in your decisions, in your thinking, and looking at things from different angles. We're not really delving into your childhood and
Right. So we're not digging up the past,
we're not dredging up the past. Some things might come up, and that's okay.
Yes.
But it doesn't necessarily, that's not the focus.
Okay, so it's focusing on what can we do today to make changes?
I'm focusing on the way you think.
All right.
I want to know about the way you think. I want you to know how you think.
Good.
And I want you to see certain patterns, and I want you to move past them, maybe alter your way of thinking, trade up your thoughts a little bit, and move forward from there.
And so who can be coached?
Anybody can be coached, except somebody who doesn't want to be coached.
All right.
Some people will sign up for coaching and just think that they're doing somebody a favor by doing so.
Hmm.
It's like pulling teeth. It's not going to work.
Right.
It's not effective. It's a complete waste of anybody's money.
Mm-hmm.
But anybody can be coached.
Okay. So how do you actually coach? Are you going in person? Is it over the phone? How do you do it?
I do not have to meet any of my coaching clients ever in person. It's done on a secure online journal site. It's a guided journal where clients are journaling every day. I respond depending on which package, which customized program is being done.
Mm-hmm.
I respond to the journals. We have a once a week phone call. I can coach anybody in the world.
Anywhere in the world?
Anywhere in the world.
As long as they speak English.
Yeah, and the English doesn't have to be perfect.
Right. As long as you can communicate and get things done. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So are you specialized in any particular aspect or key clientele in your coaching?
Yeah, I coach pretty much everybody or anybody,
Mm-hmm.
but my specialty is in the divorce market, so to speak, and the cancer market.
Okay.
Okay, divorce people contemplating divorce or separation,
Mm-hmm.
they are paying their lawyers hundreds and hundreds and tens of thousands of dollars to go through all their emotional clutter.
Right.
And all they really need is to let their lawyer do the legal stuff,
Mm-hmm.
let them do what they do best, get the best results. Let a client should go through, the person contemplating divorce should go through the process with a little more dignity, perhaps set a good example for their children, not drag them through the mud, be the better person, take the higher road, that kind of thing.
Right.
And with a coaching program, it saves them a ton of money in legal fees,
Yeah.
and they feel a lot better and stronger and more confident going through that
Okay.
big change in their lives.
So how do you say that it's actually saving them legal fees? How does that happen? Because
Well,
they're
a
not
lawyer-
charging up things all the time.
Right. I mean, there could be nasty emails going back and forth
Mm-hmm.
between the exes,
Right.
right? And then you'll forward that to your lawyer, and the lawyer has to take time to read that email. He said, she said,
Mm-hmm.
and at $300 to $500 an hour,
Right.
it's steep.
Right.
It's very, very steep.
So you're saying that if you can have clarity and focus with at least one of the two people, obviously, because I'm sure probably one of them is going to be coaching with you, right?
Right.
Not both, so at least one of them will have good clarity and focus and would go through the process, hopefully not creating more drag down and more time delays and that kind of thing.
Exactly. And the one person who is going through coaching
Mm-hmm.
is going to more than likely change in such a significant way that their ex-spouse
Mhm.
will notice the change and end up making changes also just in response to what's being changed.
Right. And want to get back together?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay. And so the other specialization was in?
The other one is in the cancer market.
Okay. So can you tell us a bit about your personal story in that
Yeah.
regards?
Yeah. 2.5 years ago, well, let's go talk years, 2008, I was diagnosed with cancer. And pretty devastating. I had a thriving aesthetics business, and things just turned around. It was a very sudden situation. after going through the process multiple times with chemotherapy, radiation, surgeries, I really felt a need to be able to work through it with somebody who really understood. There are lots of therapists on board at cancer hospitals. There's a lot of free online journals where you can talk and just vent and have support groups and all that. But what I wasn't getting was somebody who understood the situation well enough to guide me through the process.
Right.
Tell me that it's okay. You know, there's a way to live with cancer. There's a way to live with cancer. It doesn't necessarily have to be a death sentence.
Right.
Even if it's terminal, if it's not imminent, you still have time to enjoy your life, and you can make all these positive changes, and things can really turn around. And there's really, really a significant way, a strategic way to go through it. And that's what I offer. I offer clients that understanding, and it's not just cancer patients, but it's cancer survivors, it's their families.
Right.
Caregivers are just as much in need
Absolutely.
as a patient or a survivor, and it's critical that everybody knows that that kind of care is available. And just having gone through the process myself, like I said, I know the side effects, I understand that you don't have the energy to move forward, and I understand that there are a multitude of side effects and problems that can occur.
Right.
And a lot of it is your frame of mind.
Right.
So if we can look at your frame of mind, figure out what's going on, and figure out a way to upgrade it just that much,
Right.
it makes a world of difference.
Right. And that, like a small thing can make a big difference in those cases. For sure.
Absolutely.
And even just a little bit of direction and focus can change a lot of stuff, right? So,
Right.
So how do people get in touch with you? How do they start coaching with you? What's the process?
Well, there's several ways. We can contact me here at the office, okay? Either by phone, by email, to the info at
NetworkFamilyCareCenter.com.
Right. So you can contact me that way. I've got business cards up at the front. I have a website of my own, www.mindbalancecoaching.com. Okay? I would actually invite anybody to go onto that website, click on the journal tab, and sign up for a free online journal just to try it out. And you'll see it's a guided program, so the first thing is going to ask you to monitor your moods. Your first homework assignment is to monitor your moods. And it gets you focused a little differently. Not everybody thinks about what ticks them off during the day and how they went from happy to sad or angry to crying. I mean, we don't know how it all works if we're not focused on it and conscious of it. So people can sign up for free. Just to give it a whirl and, not to have the one-on-one. But the one-on-one, we'll have a phone call, do an intake orientation call, and get some information, find out what's going on a little bit, and then I customize a program specific to your needs.
Right.
Okay? There's really no two programs the same.
Right.
It's all very, very customized.
So somebody might say, look, I'm having this problem, I can't get over it, can you help? And you say, yes, I can, or whatever, and then you say, this is what you need to do, and this is how often we need to be in touch.
Right. And I want to point out that it's not me that's helping
Right.
necessarily. It's really just giving you strategies to help yourself.
Right.
And it kind of ties in with what we do here.
Exactly.
Right? You're giving strategies to let the body heal itself.
Right.
I'm doing the same thing with your mind.
Yeah.
And put the two together, and you've got complete awesomeness.
That's really wellness care and all its aspects.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's really good. Awesome. Okay.
So that's great.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. See you shortly.
See you online.